Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, welcome to tonight's presentation of the Miller Lite Duels from Daytona. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for tonight's race. On the front row was Matt Kenseth, who won the pole for the Daytona 500. And Jeff Gordon. Row 2 is going to give us Kyle Busch and Tony Stewart. Row 3, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson. Row 4, Ryan Newman and Kyle Larson. Row 5, Ryan Scott, Casey Kane. Row 6, Ryan Truex and Cole Witt. Row 7 is going to give us Danica Patrick and Jamie McMurray, and rounding out the field in Row 8 will be Juan Pablo Montoya and Jeff Fuller. And with that is the lineup for tonight's Miller Lite Duel number 1. Pre-race stories coming into tonight's race. Obviously, 16 will make up this first duel, 16 will make up the second duel, 32 will make it into the show. One of the big stories coming in is Juan Pablo Montoya. He was released from Chip Ganassi Racing at the end of the 2013 season. He'll drive in the Daytona 500 for Penske as their 4th car. And on top of that, you got some others like Jeff Fuller in that 91 right beside the 77. He'll be driving for the first half of the 2014 season. You got a lot of these drivers that had we had the driver swap coming into tonight's race with now Casey Kane driving that 23 for BK Racing. Originally it was going to be Alex Bowman in that 23, but obviously it got a mix up with him and Casey Kane with the 23 and the 5 coming into tonight's race. Another driver we have in tonight's race is the 33 of Brian Scott. He'll be another one of those to look out for. But the main story being Matt Kenseth. He's on the pole for the Daytona 500. How will he fare in tonight's race? As we have seen him dominate in the Exelon Unlimited, after he avoided not one, but 2 big wrecks, and was somehow dominated to lead at least 55 laps to win the Exelon Unlimited. Tonight, will he go back-to-back by winning the first duel, while also being on the pole for the 500? That's going to be an interesting one for sure, as we are about 2 minutes away from the command to fire the engines here from Daytona. And I'm trying to think of some other stuff to talk about real quick, as we had a lot of things going on with the shootout, the Unlimited, whatever you want to call it. Where's that? Which I'm going to go ahead and say it now. We had Kenseth. Like I said, we had Kenseth. He won the 500. Won the Exelon Limited after he avoided the 2 crashes, but obviously it was our Penske teammates of Keselowski and Logano that won the front row. We saw a lot of 3-4 wide action at one point in the race, which then caused a big wreck, and it was between an RCR and a Joe Gibbs driver to battle it out until we had people coming in from lap traffic. Which then obviously, now we're going to have some attempts at tonight's race. Which, again, that's going to be one of the big things. Honestly, there's a lot of people I'd like to see have an opportunity to win tonight's race, to have their chance to start third in the Daytona 500. But obviously, it's going to depend on how these guys perform. And we go to do 200 laps. We did 75 laps in the Exelon Limited, which I'll still have to eventually upload to the channel. I'll still have to upload this and duel number 2. It's possible, yeah, that's true. We could potentially have another big one with these 16 drivers. Who knows? As that, we get the command to fire the engines. And with that, that is the command fire. The engines here from Daytona. The space car will roll off. A pick for tonight to win this one would be Matt Kenseth. Which then, if Kenseth wins Duel 1, that would mean whoever finishes second in this duel would be the one to start third when we go to do the Daytona 500 later today. Either later today or later tomorrow. It's just gonna depend. They're gonna roll down the Daytona backstretch at a whopping 70 miles an hour. Jeff Gordon, he's a 4-time series champion. As usual, in 2014, it was his hope to become a 5-time series champion. Johnson, he was hoping to dominate some more. To become a 7-time champion after winning the 2013 Sprint Cup Championship. That, I could potentially see the 91 keeping up with these guys. I don't know. I'd like to see him keep up the draft, but that's a possibility he might not. Coming out of the turns now. Here in the Miller Lite Duel. Oh boy, now what? Oh, we got somebody else. Okay, I'm liking this. We're getting a lot of people now, boys. We're getting a lot of people. I like that. Anyway, coming out of 3 and 4, out of the trioval, Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, leads the green in the Miller Lite Duel. And already they're going to try to go 3 wide early in this race when they shouldn't. And knowing them, it's always a possibility we go 3, maybe 4 wide. Kenseth's going to pick up right where he left off in the Exelon Limited. Here in tonight's Miller Lite Duel. Down in the back. And already he's got Tony Stewart, a Chevrolet driver going at it. Stewart-Haas Racing, they're going to try to work together. So it's Chevrolet 3-off-1 attack, now a 4-1 attack. With the 31, the 41, the 24, and the 14. Here comes Tony Stewart to the race lead. With his Stewart-Haas Racing teammate in second place. Already, a lot of drivers are already losing that draft and losing that lead pack. That being the 77 and that 91, they're already losing the lead pack. Stewart-Haas, 1-2. Stewart will lead the second lap of tonight's duel. Chevrolet trying to get a top 4 position with Jimmy Johnson now. As Casey Kane in that Toyota, he's going to try to break that Chevrolet streak. Right now it's a Chevrolet top 4. Ryan Newman's going to try to go for second. And join his former Stewart-Haas teammate, Tony Stewart, in the top 2. Before Ryan Newman went to RCR in the 2013 season, he was with Tony Stewart when Stewart-Haas Racing became an actual team. They started out with a decent season when Stewart won the first one for that team back in Pocono in 2009. And now back together once again. So now it's lap 3 of 60 here in Daytona. Jimmy Johnson going to take over second place. Here comes Casey Kane in that 23. BK Racing. They're working their way to the front now. Casey Kane and Ryan Truex. Jimmy Johnson, he's going to try to go for the lead now. Stewart got to lead 2 laps. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. And here comes that 23. Jimmy Johnson to the race lead here in Daytona for Hendrick Motorsports. Here comes the 23 of Casey Kane. How will he do in that 23 car tonight? Here comes Ryan Truex as Casey Kane goes upstairs. He gives Jimmy Johnson more of an advantage to take the lead away. Try to pull away from these guys. Down the backstretch here on lap 4. Kenseth, he's going to try to make it a 3-on-1 Toyota attack on that 48. Here goes Brian Scott into the mix now. We really haven't seen him since he started up there in row number 5 on the outside line. He's going to work his way to the front, try to get Jimmy Dawson's help for the Chevrolet camp. Here comes Kyle Larson from Chip Ganassi Racing. He's got an opportunity now. Here comes Kenseth trying to get the lead back. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. There's the Joe Gibbs teammate, Kyle Busch behind that 42 of Kyle Larson. Kenseth's going to go upstairs. That's going to leave the bottom with some room, but how is this going to affect that 20? Here comes the 42 of Kyle Larson now. He's going to try to go for the lead now. And with that, he is going to go to the lead now. Kyle Larson for Chip Ganassi. Going to go to the lead in Daytona. Now already looks like the 77 and the 91 are already 10 seconds off the pace. 14 cars still in contention to win tonight's duel, to potentially start third in the Daytona 500. So now we're on lap 6 of 60, about 55 laps to go here in Daytona. Let me check to make sure to confirm what I need to confirm here. Yes, 55 laps to go as they come down the backstretch. Here's Kyle Busch. It's the Kyle and Kyle show. Back in 1993, when Dale Jarrett won his first Daytona 500, it was the Dale and Dale show to determine the Daytona 500, with Dale Jarrett leading Dale Earnhardt in second. It took 8 years later for Dale Earnhardt to win his first and only Daytona 500. And as in the words of Mike Joy, as I will, say it even though Kyle Larson leads, 20 years of trying. It took 20 years of trying. 20 years of frustration for Dale Earnhardt to win the Daytona 500 under caution. And as long as he had no problems and enough fuel and everything to make it, he was going to win the Daytona 500. Obviously, Kyle Larson, he's looking to win his first. Same for Tony Stewart. Almost about to go side by side for the lead into 3 here in the Miller Lite Duel. Here comes Danica Patrick. She's got an opportunity to possibly start third in the 500. If she can pass the boss, Tony Stewart. Stewart's going to lead his third lap in tonight's duel. Going to try to pull away from these guys. Now McMurray's going to try to battle Danica for second place. Which again, that's going to give Tony a big lead here. It's not going to last long, but he's going to have at least a little bit of breathing room. Come down the back. So we got about 53 laps to go to the checker. Jamie McMurray's still right there with that 14. Already going 3 wide, almost went 4 wide there in the back. But again, 14 still in contention to win this race. 52 laps to go in tonight's race. Chevrolet, top 3. Stuart McMurray and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon's going to try to do some work. Trying to head up to second place. 2 of the best, if not the best, in NASCAR. With the 24, Jeff Gordon, and the 14, that's Tony Stewart. Both battling it out. In 2014, if I remember correctly. One made the chase, one did not make the chase. Hold up. I believe Jeff Gordon did make the chase, but Tony did not make the chase. Let me check here. To make sure I'm verified here. With my facts here. Yep, Jeff made it all the way to the Eliminator round after getting a flat tire by Brad Keselowski. His hope to go at 5 was over. Stewart, he ended up finishing 25th in the 2014 Sprint Cup Series Championship standings. The year before that, 2013, it ended up being Jeff Gordon made it to the final 6. As you see Kyle Larson taking up the lead here in his 42 target Chevrolet. Oh my god, he is. Jeff Gordon finished 6th in the 2013 standings. Tony Stewart after his injury. Or wait, no, it was actually after the, what the hell was it? Oh, it was after, it was the Kevin Ward incident, which had him out for a while. With everything going on for him, that was what happened. We really didn't see much for a lot of these guys. It hurt the 14 a lot. But now let's see how this 14 team does this 2014 season. Kyle Larson, back to the lead again. It's a Chevrolet top 3. And they come back to the line. So right now it's a Chevrolet top 5. With 42, the 33, the 31, the 41, the 24. Speaking of the 31, riding him into the race lead in Daytona. Here we're on lap 12, which now gives us 49 to go to the checker. What will Kurt Busch do? Will he help that 31 or will he make a move for the lead? So far he's staying there. His younger brother Kyle sits there in 4th place behind Ryan Truex. So they're going to come back to the line for lap 13, which puts us now at 48 laps to go in tonight's Miller Lite Duel. So far we've been all caution free. Here we're in Daytona, which is just a matter of what's going to happen here soon, if we get anything soon. Ryan Truex is going to try to take up 2nd place. Here comes Tony Stewart and Kyle Larson back up now. Here on lap 13, so they're going to get ready to come back to the line for lap 14. Which will give us about roughly 47 laps to go to the checker when Ryan crosses the line here. And with that, we have, again, a Chevrolet top 3 with Johnson trying to make it a Chevrolet top 4. Kyle Larson's going to go downstairs. Right, pick up 2nd. And with that, he will. He's got Johnson behind him. Again, Ryan Newman, he's going to keep the lead. Backstretch. So far, it's been a fast pace, and I enjoy it. Unlike everyone else right now, I'm enjoying this race. Even though I'm running out of a little bit of breath from commentating so fast, I'm happy with this race. It's almost as great as the limited we had, even though we haven't had really a caution. Sorry, guys. Hi. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. It was alright. Alright, guys, I apologize. I have a personal matter to do. Anyway. Holy shit, that's loud. Shit. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a little too loud there. Anyway. Ryan Newman will lead tonight's race. Shit. Casey Caden in that 23 currently sits in second place. Danica currently sits in third place in that number 10. How will she fare in tonight's race? She was second earlier, now she's in third place. No matter how she's gonna do. Ryan Newman, again, he currently leads in tonight's race. As we got about 30 laps to go as they come back. Oh, wait a minute. No, wrong calculation. 37 to go when they come to the line. I apologize. I had a big brain moment. Ryan Scott coming in for second place. He's got Jimmy Johnson behind him. As we already have two cars one lap down, being the 91 and the 77. Chevrolet top 4. Actually, no, top 6. Most of the Chevrolet camp up front. There's you got Ryan Newman, Danica Patrick, Brian Scott, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Kurt Busch. Yeah, I know. I was watching that while I was in my personal matter, being my phone call. That's why I saw the 5 cars. I had people trying to get back up front without making clicking noises. So my person I was on the phone with wasn't what to do. Anyway, Chevrolet top. Well, let's take a top 5. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scott 6. Got the top 6 here. Except for that Toyota of Matt Kenseth there. Ryan Newman. Again, he leads. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. He's going to try to go for that lead. We're about to come to about maybe 35 laps to go next time by. Or, actually, it is going to be 35 to go next time by. I apologize. Jimmy Johnson. He's going to go for the lead. Here comes Jeff Gordon, his Henry teammate. To the line. It's going to be Johnson that leads that lap. Here comes Jeff Gordon, though, in that 24. Start on the outside pole for tonight's race. He's got both set behind him for both on the pole in tonight's race and in the Daytona 500. Again, Kenseth's one of those favorites to win tonight's race, as he was a favorite when the Exelon Limited, when he avoided not one but 2 big wrecks. Speaking of Kenseth, he's going to try to go for the lead right here in turn 3. He's got Stewart behind him. Matt Kenseth back to the race lead yet again with Tony Stewart behind him. So it's now 27-60. Now puts us at about 34 laps to go in Daytona. Here comes Kyle Larson and Tony Stewart yet again. It's been a mix of Stewart, Larson, Johnson, Gordon, Ryan Scott, Ryan Newman, Danica Patrick, Jamie McMurray, Kurt Busch. It's been a lot more Chevrolets and maybe 1 or 2 Toyotas in these games. As we're coming down to maybe 20, well actually 33 laps go. Oh my god, I got one of those big brain moments, I'm telling you. Anyway, back down to the line. 33 laps to go in the Miller Lite Duel from Daytona. This previous break didn't count since it was a phone call. So here about 2 laps we'll take our actual first break here on the Exelon NASCAR Exhibition Series. Here comes Tony Stewart. He's going to try to lead another lap. Feels like he's already led at least maybe 7 laps now in tonight's race. I'll have to go back and check when I go to work on the standings later. Anyway, Tony Stewart, yet again, will lead yet another lap. We got about 32 laps left in tonight's duel. And then later we'll have the Miller Lite Duel number 2. How will that fare versus this first duel? And then later today we'll have Division 2 and Division 1 from Daytona. Unless we get something else that changes. Which right now, plans are to have D1 probably tomorrow. D2 and D1 tomorrow, just get the duels done tonight. Which that's what I'm working on now. Hoping to be able, we can do the races tonight for D2 and D1. I'm hoping. That's what I'm praying. Right now, by the looks of it, because my D2 is online, I'm hoping he'll be able to do that tonight, so I can get this going. Anyway, about 30 to go. About 31 laps to go in Daytona. Chevrolet, top 3. I don't know, top 4 actually. You got Stewart, Gordon, McMurray, and Kurt Busch. And then you got Toyota, 5th, 6th. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's going to try to spoil that party there. And Jeff Wood's going to try to go for the lead. Oof. Welcome, Gassy. Up in the gas race. Anyway, Jeff Wood's going to come back to lead lap 31. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first break. As you're watching the Miller Lite Duel 1 here from Daytona International Speedway for the Exelon NASCAR Exhibition Series here on NR 2003. We'll be right back after this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 10 laps to go in Daytona. Pretty much this is going to be Matt Kenseth's race unless something happens to him within these next 10 laps. So pretty much it's going to be a battle between Kyle Busch and whoever is in second place, a battle for that third place starting spot in the Daytona 500. Because right now it would be Kyle Busch that would start third, and whoever wins the second duel would start fourth. Unless we had to get the same scenario here in the second. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Black traffic. They're gonna try to get rid. Oh! Oh God. Okay. Interesting. Well, yep, Kenseth's pulling away, which means, yep, it's over. Damn. 9 laps to go in Daytona in tonight's duel. We come down to 8 laps to go. They got 4 laps to go ahead. That being the 26 of Cold Wit. Here comes. Oh, they're catching. Okay, I guess they're gonna block the. He's gonna block them. Never mind. Oh God, this is real. Oh Jesus, chill. Brian Scott would start second. Right now, him and Kenseth are pulling away from this field. With about 8 laps to go. Did Brian Scott do anything? Right now, the 77's 3 laps down. Colway and the 91 are 2 laps down. Everyone else is on the lead lap. Next driver to go potentially 1 lap down would be the 14 of Tony Stewart, who led some laps earlier in tonight's shootout. Duel. My God, I can't speak. Anyway, when will the field finally catch up and help Brian Scott? Can we potentially see him win tonight's duel? Will it be a back-to-back Kenseth win? If Kenseth wins the Daytona 500, he'll be the first, I believe, in a while we've seen win all 3 races at Speedweeks, be it the shootout, their respective duel, and the Daytona 500. That's just a matter of if Brian Scott doesn't pass that 20, or if he'll wait till the last lap to try to make a move. Right now, Brian Scott's just trying to play it safe, because he wants to start third in the 500. I agree, it would be such a story if Brian Scott pulled this off. Right now, he has no help, so I don't know if he'll have a chance. Or if he'll wait till the last lap. 6 laps to go in the Miller Lite Duel. They're trying to catch up, I can tell. Time keeps decreasing from almost 2 seconds to now 1.5. Almost 1.5 seconds. As you can see here on the scoreboard right here. They're both playing it safe. They want to at least make it to the checker unless we get a caution. Which, if we get a caution now, race would be over. Which would mean Kenseth would win this race. Coming to 5 laps to go now. Right now, again, Brian Scott will start third in the Daytona 500 unless something happens. Because I don't see Kenseth really losing this lead. You big brain, seriously. How do you not understand BS is Brian Vickers, you idiot? Anyway. 5 laps to go. Hopefully Brian Scott can make a move or they can get him some help somehow. 1.7 seconds is help for his first from 3rd place. About 1.6 between from 2nd to 3rd place. They're slowly catching up with that 3-car pack. I'd say that there's at least 1.5 seconds when they come to the line. 1.17. So they're catching. Which also, Brian Scott and Matt Kenseth are catching that lap traffic of that 91 of Jeff Ford. Said Jim Ford. Oh my God, why did I keep thinking Jim instead of Jeff? Yeah. Anyway, what will Brian Scott do? Right now, they're both trying to work against that 91, which right now would happen. There they go. About coming to 3 laps to go this time by in Daytona. Brian Scott pretty much just lost the draft unless he gets help. unless something happens to Kenseth, I don't know what's going to happen. It went from about 10 tenths of a second. That's pretty much 2 tenths of a second. Which means Ryan Scott pretty much secured the spot for 3rd place in the 500 this race. Because I don't see Kyle Busch helping him. He'll help Matt Kenseth, but he won't help anybody else. I don't know. Kenseth's catching, or Busch is catching up, so I don't know. Here comes Kyle Busch. He was going to do it. I don't know, though. Well, he's going to try to go for it here, which means, yep. Kyle Busch going to start 3rd in the Daytona 500, ladies and gentlemen. Because I don't... Ryan Scott had a chance. But wouldn't let it happen. Kyle Busch just took over 2nd place. I don't know. Coming to 2 laps to go, winning tonight's Lite Duel. Will Kyle Busch have anything for that 20? Since the 33 didn't have anything? Could Jamie McMurray potentially catch up real fast? Help that 33 out. Because again, there's nothing anybody could do with this 20. They're just pretty much letting this 20 dominate like he did in the Exelon Eliminated. Come down the backstretch for the 2nd final time in tonight's Lite Duel. Out of 3 and 4 for the 2nd to final time in tonight's race. White flag in the air, one more time around for Daytona. So now, unless the 18 and the 33 work together, that's it. It'll be Matt Kenseth's win. But I don't think the 18 is going to really do anything. I think the 18 is going to be fine with 3rd place. And let Matt Kenseth have the win. So in this case, then it would be Kyle Busch. Ryan Scott will start in row 3. After originally starting in row number 5, I believe. Let me check the lineup. My original lineup for the 500. Ryan Scott would have started in row 10, and with this, he moves up 7 rows. Coming out of 3 and 4 for tonight's duel, Matt Kenseth will win after dominating the Lite Duel, securing his Daytona 500 pole position. Kyle Busch will start 3rd in the Daytona 500. Ryan Scott will start in 5th place in the Daytona 500. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at your final results. We'll say goodbye until duel number 2. It's been Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch, Ryan Scott, who would have had a chance to possibly win this, to get a 3rd place start in the Daytona 500. Couldn't use his head and make a move on Kenseth. Jamie McMurray in 4th place. Casey Cannon in 5th place. Kyle Larson in 6th. Danica Patrick in 7th. Jeff Ford in 8th. Ryan Newman rounds out 9th place. Ryan Truex will round out the top 10. Then we Kurt Busch 11th. Tony Stewart 12th. Jeff Ford 13th. Juan Pablo Montoya 14th. Cole Witt rounded out the top 15. But Jimmy Johnson will round out the field in 16th. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to really about wrap it up for the Lite Duel here from Daytona. Congratulations to Matt Kenseth. We'll see you guys with Lite Duel number 2.